22 people were shot. Hospital authorities telling us moments ago multiple children were among those hit. Nearly 1 million people had gathered to celebrate the Kansas City Chiefs coming home for a victory rally. But this was the moment that the shots began just as the Super Bowl champs were leaving the stage. Our ABC station KMBC capturing these images. You can hear the shots there and then the chaos, the crowd stunned, then trying to escape. People began to run as they realized it was gunfire they were hearing. This again all playing out as the players were leaving the stage, police hurrying them away. It appears some didn't even realize at that point what was happening. Officers with guns drawn running through the crowd toward Union Station. Tonight, the video showing Chiefs fans chasing a suspect and taking him down. Tonight, at least 3 people taken into custody. The suspects were armed. Police say they have recovered some of the weapons. ABC's Alex Perez leading us off tonight from the scene in Kansas City.
Tonight, panic and chaos in Kansas City just as the victory celebration was ending. This was the moment that gunfire rang out. You could hear it in the crowd. Our station affiliate KMBC broadcasting live when the shots were fired.
Shots were fired west of Union Station near the garage. Multiple people were struck.
Hundreds of terrified fans running for their lives.
All of a sudden, people started crushing forward. Everybody started running. There was screaming. We didn't know what was happening, but this day and age, when people run, you run. And so I put my arms around her, and we tried to push through so people wouldn't run on top of us. And there was a woman crying, saying something about somebody had been shot.
This video appears to show bystanders tackling someone as they try to run away. Another video showing law enforcement tackling another person to the ground. At least 1 person killed. Multiple others shot. Law enforcement running through the crowd with weapons drawn, hopping over barricades. First responders treating victims on the ground, ferrying multiple patients on stretchers to waiting ambulances. At the hospital, medical workers rushing the injured into the building. Back at the scene, snipers scanning the crowd from rooftops.
We heard gunshots, but we thought they were fireworks, so half of us didn't really respond to it. But after, we did realize that a shooting took place, which was quite shocking.
The crowd, estimated to be about 800,000, packing the entire downtown all morning. The players, holding a rally on the stage right in front of Union Station, had just left the stage when the gunfire began.
All of a sudden it sounded like fireworks, and we're like, oh, okay. And then my daughter yelled, get down, get down. So she grabbed me and pulled me down.
I'm angry at what happened today. The people who came to this celebration should expect a safe environment. We had over 800 law enforcement officers, Kansas City and other agencies, at the location to keep everyone safe. Had actors.
Is the book of 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall see peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash. For when they shall see peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. This is the time that the Lord is visiting the earth. As we know that today was Valentine's Day, which is a pagan holiday, a pagan custom, alright, which is a bunch of wickedness, which is basically lifting up the woman which is basically putting the woman on some sort of pedestal. Alright? All of Esau Edom customs are vain. All of Esau Edom customs are wicked. The Lord said not to learn the ways of the wicked. Salakia. Not to learn the ways of the heathen, which they are the wicked, the top banking families. And you could see here in the video, I'm going to play it back. Jake just want to have fun.
Shots were fired.
Shots were fired west of Union.
Alright? Jake just want to have fun. Everything is fun for Jake. Jake rather live in the house of mirth. Alright? When the scriptures say, is the book of Ecclesiastes 7:2. It says, it is better to go in the house of mourning, which we as the men of the Lord this be in. It is better to be in the house of mourning than to go in the house of feasting. Alright? This is what you're going to get for it. When you don't want to hearken on to the word of the Lord. The Lord is coming back soon, and this is what everybody is doing. Partying, enjoying themselves. Here in Trinidad and Tobago, they just finished Carnival. Alright? And went out on the road there today. There's only a bunch of people with a set of X on their forehead, which they done basically mark themselves for death already, because they're learning the ways of the customs of the heathens with that stupid Ash Wednesday, where they believe that they organize, they sin about their sins, you know, they getting their sins forgiven for all the wickedness they done Monday and Tuesday. Now look what's going on here in this country, in Babylon the Great. It's nothing new under the sun. It says here, it is better to go in the house of mourning than to go in the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Alright? That's why we can't wait. We can't wait for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to come back and destroy this place, because it's only full of wickedness. But yet still, a lot of them, you know, they're running wild. They hearing shots firing. They thinking is fireworks. Alright? And all these different things that are taking place on the earth today that you're seeing going on here is judgment. Is the Lord that done it. Alright? Spirit created for vengeance. Let's get the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And this is the Lord bringing back vengeance on all you. Alright? For all the wickedness all you have done. This is the time to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and this is what all you doing. Celebrating. Which all these things came back in the Roman times. This is how foolish Jake is. That's why the scripture talk about my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It says here, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made them? Who made these spirits that take up a GUN to go out in there, to go out in that crowd and just start firing shots. Is the Lord. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai did it. Let's get the book of Amos. Amos 3 and verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it? Look at that. All these evil, all these things that are taking place on the earth is evil, is wickedness. The Lord is the one who controls the right hand side and the left hand side. The deceiver and the deceiver are his. So all of you all who went there to celebrate, to take part in that foolishness, when it is the Lord is coming back, everybody don't want to pay the Lord no mind. Or they want to wait until it's too late. I'm talking to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics and Native American Indians, because there are many of all in that mix up there. And I sure a lot of all got shot, got wounded. As a matter of fact, let me get our script here. The book of Deuteronomy 32 and start from 39. It says here, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. The Lord kills and he makes alive. So who you think did all this work? Who you think guide these men, or whoever it is, with all those GUN to go and start firing shots on people out there? Who you think orchestrate that? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as it says here, Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. None of the other gods that all is serving is with him. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. It says here, for if I wet my hand, Salakia, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet, and that word wet goes into sharpen. If I wet my glittering sword, the sword is what? It's a weapon to cause destruction. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, which is judgment on these people out here, a lot of judgment, who collecting bullet. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance on my enemies, which all of you in that mix up there is the Lord's enemy, on my enemies, and will reward them that hate me. So all you do want to take on, all you don't want to listen, all you don't want to listen to when the men of the Lord on the highways and hedges preaching and telling all they turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which that is their real names, none of Jesus Christ, it's none of Buddha, it's none of Santa Maria, there's none of these different gods. The Lord name is Yahweh. That's the Father's name. And the Most High name, Yahweh. And His only begotten Son, His name is Yahushai, who the world is ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And for all of your wickedness, the Lord is bringing judgment on all you. One by one, all you're going to fall. This is the book of Hosea 4 and 6. It says, My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And this is what's going on with all you now. The Lord ain't had time with all you anymore. Because the Lord on a mission to take down Esau Edom, the so-called white man, with all you also, with all your wickedness. That's why the Lord say, turn back. The Lord put us as watchmen and said to warn all you from Him on what is there to come.